The rain was coming down in thin, steady lines, smearing the street lights into hazy streaks on my windshield. I wasn't rushing home, just easing down Main Street, letting the hum of the tires and the soft slap of the wipers drown out the noise of the day. That's when the red and blue lights bloomed in my rear view. Great. I wasn't speeding. My registration was current, no broken tail light, but I already knew why I was being stopped. You drive a certain way in this skin, in this town, and sooner or later you get a lecture from someone with a badge. I pulled over, rolled the window down, and placed both hands at 10 and 2. The officer, a tall, broad man with a shaved head and the kind of posture that screamed authority, strode up to my door. His boots splashed in the shallow puddles, and even through the rain, I could see the condescension in his smirk. "License and registration," he barked. "No greeting, no explanation." "Evening, officer," I said calmly, handing over my documents. "Mind telling me why I'm being stopped? You were creeping down the road, driving too slow, looked suspicious." I almost laughed. "It's raining," I said evenly. "I'm being careful." He leaned closer, rain sliding down his jacket. Careful, that's what they all say. He scanned the inside of my car like he was hunting for contraband. "You hiding something, pal?" I kept my tone flat. "No, sir. Everything's in order." He didn't answer. Just took my license and walked back to his cruiser. I watched him through the mirror, unease prickling the back of my neck. Something about him screamed escalation, like he'd already decided this wasn't going to end with a warning. When he returned, his jaw was tight. "Step out of the car," he said. "For what reason?" I asked, voice steady but sharp. "Step out of the car," he repeated, slower this time. I sighed, popped the door open, and stepped into the drizzle. My breath steamed in the cold air. "Open the trunk," he ordered. "You'll need a warrant," I replied. He gave me a grin that made my skin crawl. "I don't need one." "Pop it." I stood firm. "You do." He ignored me and moved to the back, fingers already finding the latch. "Officer, you're violating my rights," I said sharply. The trunk opened with a dull click. Inside, everything was neat and ordinary, except for a slim gray case resting in the corner. His eyes lit up. "What's this?" he asked, reaching for it. "Private property," I said, my voice low. "Don't touch it." He flipped the latch anyway. The lid snapped open. The change on his face was immediate. The smug grin vanished, replaced by confusion, then horror. He held the paper like it was burning his hands. "Officer Thomas Hendrick," I said softly, stepping closer. "Care to explain why you just violated the rights of your new superior?" He froze. "What?" "That's your dismissal paperwork?" I said, nodding at the document in his hand. "Effective today, signed by Chief Peterson himself." His eyes darted over the sheet, his lips moving silently as he read. The rain pelted his hat, but he didn't seem to notice. This isn't real," he whispered. "Oh, it's real," I said, folding my arms. "You're done, Hendricky." His breath quickened. "Wait, hold on." "I didn't know that I outrank you," I cut in. "You think that matters? What if I was just some random guy? Would this be okay then? Searching cars without cause, trampling rights, playing bully?" He flinched at the word. "Please," he said, voice cracking. I can fix this." "You want to fix it?" I said, pulling my phone from my pocket. Too late, I dialed. "Chief, it's me. Hendrick's with me. Terminate him immediately. Notify HR." Hendrick's eyes widened. No, wait. Please, I need this job." "What you need is a lesson," I said, hanging up. "Badge and gun on my desk by end of day." The rain soaked us both as I took the paper from his trembling hands, slid it back into the case, and shut the trunk. "Next time you put on that uniform," I said, stepping close enough that he had to meet my eyes. "Remember what it's supposed to mean. Protect and serve, not intimidate and abuse." I left him standing there, pale and shaking in the rain as I climbed back into my car. This time, when I drove away, I didn't check the rearview mirror because I knew that there was one less prejudiced cop on the streets. If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe for more stories like this.